Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs at 2-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Shifts by him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Rice. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with
this tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Hey, go Lion. Let's go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Yellow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Glover. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Herbert going to change the play here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They go play fake. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chiefs 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Ray. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
First down, Chargers.
Play action. It's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. Offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offensive throwing short and running long.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Back to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. This is 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Glover. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Herbert now. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Chargers 44, Chiefs 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
78 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes now to throw, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 116 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Ready.
Now a give right side. Glover. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles.